Well, hello, welcome back to Fitness Friday. I'm Johnny Tiger. The date is May 15, 2020, week number 10 of the coronavirus social distancing, quarantine, staying at home, staying away from people, saving the world, saving yourself by staying put. But even though we're staying put, we're still going to be working out. Don't want that pandemic pound to start piling on. Still nice and solid. Good. So today I want to do a little bit more. Show you guys a little bit more about the power band workout. As you can see, I got my power band anchored on my 200, 250 pound training dummy Bruce. If you have something like Bruce, if you have a pillar or a tree or something to anchor your power band, that's a good start. I'm also going to show you how to anchor your power band if you don't have something so handy as a 250-pound training dummy to anchor it on. Now, a quick note, if you have a training dummy to anchor your power band on, make sure you get your band all the way down to the base of the dummy, because that's where the weight is. You don't want to anchor it on the upper half of the dummy, because as soon as you pull too hard on it, that dummy is going to come flying across the room like a slingshot, and it's going to whack you. Uh, you're going to get uh, torpedoed by your training dummy. No, we don't want that to happen. So make sure you have your band around the base of the dummy. Now, what if you don't have a training dummy or a handy pillar or tree to anchor your band around? Well, first let me show you how you can anchor this around a tree or a post or a pillar. If you're using a pillar or a post, make sure it's nice and stable. Make sure it's nice and steady. No, don't use something that's going to snap or fall over or come shooting out of the ground. But let's say my arm here is a tree or a post. I know my arm's nowhere as big as a tree or a post. Shut up. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to get the band around like this, and then you grab the other end and pull it through the little loop here. As you can see, or those of you who are blind, once you pull the loose end through the loop, now this is anchored. Now this is not going anywhere. Okay? Now what if you don't have a pole or a tree or a post to anchor this on? You can use a door. Uh, do not use the table, do not use the chair, because those things, even though they may seem pretty heavy, they're not going to stay still when you start working out. So find something that's stationary, that's uh, built in place. How do you anchor this? Using a door. Don't tie this around the doorknob. I know some people they think the doorknob will work, but you have the potential of pulling the doorknob out of the socket if you have a kind of a strong band or if you have a strong workout. You want to take something like a dumbbell, a small dumbbell, nothing too dramatic, just something small like this one. You loop the band around the dumbbell. So as you can see, now the dumbbell is hanging on the band. So now you slip the free end of the band under the door and pull it through until the dumbbell is up against the door. Then you shut that door, make sure there's tension on it. Now you the person doing the workout want to be on the close end of the door. So whichever direction the door closes toward, swings toward, you want to be on that end. You don't want to be on the inside. You don't want to be on the side where the door swings open because the door will have more strength going the other side. So that's the side you want to be pulling this toward. Okay? Please make sure that your door is relatively solid. If you live in the kind of place like I am, that the door, the wall seem to fall down even if you look at them wrong, then you don't want to use that. Why am I doing the power band workout again? Despite we already doing that last week. If you guys remember, last Friday we did a Fitness Friday with power band. Last Saturday we did the Survival Saturday with power band. Well, because last Friday I kind of feel that I cheated you guys because I didn't get to show that much before we ran out of battery. So today we're inside, the phone is plugged in, and we have plenty of battery, plenty of recording time. So I want to do a little bit more to show you guys how to get the most out of your power band. So once you have your power band anchored, there's a lot of things you can do from here. We'll do the standing up ones first, and then we'll go to the ground and do some from the ground. What can you do with standing up? Well, you can do pulling towards yourself, grab the band, make sure it's nice and tight, and start pulling, pulling, pulling towards yourself. Okay, you can do bicep curl. This time, you'll hold this in the hammer grip to have an easier time. Loop it around your thumb, close your hand around it, and then wrap it around and double fist it. Okay? And we'll pull it like a hammer curl up to our face. And then we'll switch hand. Again, loop it around your thumb, close your fist around it, roll it over your hand, and grab it again. Pull it towards your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want extra workout, go up fast and down slow. What I mean by that is you go up explosive and then come down slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So minimize the time going up. Don't hit yourself in the face like I just did. But go down slow. Okay? You can also work your chest by having your back to the anchor. Again, we grab this band, double fisting it, and then we punch straight out. Again, punch out fast, come back slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You can also work your torso twist. So I will stand with my left side to the anchor. I grab the band with a double loop on my hand, and then I start stepping away until I feel tension on the line. And rather than using my arm, I'm going to use my torso. Turn, turn, turn. I'm turning away from the target. I'm turning to the right because the target is to my left. Just so. I can loop this over my shoulder so I have my back to the target or to the anchor. I have the band over one shoulder. I'm grabbing it in both hands. Get a nice comfortable stand. We're going to bend forward. So we're just bending at the waist. Okay? You can give more tension on the line if this is too easy. This will be easier because of we are using our body weight. So you can put more on the line. Bend forward. Bend forward. Okay, using the same position with the band over our shoulder like this, we can do squat. So squat down, come up. This will give you some resistance with your squat. You want to do both sides. Remember to always do both sides. Switch to right side. Just so. Of course, there's a tricep we can do with this. There are several different ways. I'll show you guys the most obvious. So I'm facing the anchor. I bend down slightly to reach out to grab the band. I hold the loose end in my free hand. Okay? This is just to keep it from the floor. With my pulling hand, I'm going to pull back to my knee using my tricep. Back to my knee using the tricep. Back to my knee using the tricep. And we'll do the other side. Pull back to my knee. So you're pulling by straightening your arm. You're not yanking with your waist or chest. That's it. There's a lot of possibility to get creative once you have your band anchored like this. Now some people say, well, that's all in the upper body. How about the lower body? I'm going to show you guys some more on the ground, what we can do on the ground. And some of that will involve the lower body. But one of the things we can do from standing to work our leg is I'm going to have my back to the anchor. I'm going to step through the loop of the band. I'm going to have the band around one of my ankles. I'm going to start walking away from the target. And as you get to a certain distance, you'll start to find it harder and harder to move that foot forward. Just keep going. And once you get to the limit where you just can't take another step anymore, Then you stay there, and then you take a step back, take a step forward, take a step back, take a step forward, take a step back, take a step forward. Resistance training at its best. And then you want to do the uh, other leg, of course. You can do this to the side as well. So this time, on my left side to the target, I have the band around my right ankle, so it's coming across my leg. So I'm going to sidestep away from the target until it's nice and taut. And I'm going to start doing step touches. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Feel that burn in your thigh. Okay? And again, always do the other side as well. Now, give me a second. I'm going to move the camera down to ground level because we're going to go to the ground. We'll show you a little bit more movements. Excuse me, I know that's a bit shaky. Probably get a good view of my knee there. Okay. There, there, I hope you can see me. Now we are on the ground. Now we are on the ground. This is actually kind of comfortable. Uh, so, what can we do with this on the ground? Well, one of the more obvious one is you can actually use this as a training tool for your push-up, for your one-arm push-up. Okay? So rather than going from two hands to one hand right away, rather than having both hands on the ground, have one hand on the resistance band. Huh? As you do your push-up. Like that. That's how you start to develop that feel for the one-arm push-up. Now that we are on the floor, we're going to do some more tricep. So I lay down with the anchor above my head and the band coming down my chest. I reach up, I grab this in both hands, keeping my elbow where it is. I want to straighten my arm, tricep, 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 tricep. And of course, you can pull all the way down, and that will work a different group of muscles. So this time we're going to engage our entire arm and pull down to our belly button. So from above head, laying down, we engage, pull down to navel, back up, we pull down to navel and back up. Now I'm going to turn around, so I'm facing the anchor, and again I'm going to lay down. Hopefully you guys can see me in the frame. And we are going to do bicep curl from laying down. Get that double grip on. Keep your arm straight. We go from navel to chest, using bicep, elbow only. So we curl, curl, curl. Now we turn to the side. Now the anchor, I'm laying on the floor. The anchor is to my right. So the band is coming across my body. I reach to the right, get a good grip. I want to pull this across to so my hand is by my left armpit before I go back, like pull across, go back, pull across, just so. Sit-ups, can't forget sit-ups. Again with the anchor above my head toward the anchor. I hold the band in my hand, just nice, relaxed, two-handed grip, and I'm going to do sit-ups. That's a lot harder than it seems. I can usually do sit-up like a champ, but with this, that's rough. I can't even get all the way up. Without band, so easy. With band, I can barely get to halfway. So yeah, work your crunches, work your sit-up with a band. You'll find a whole new world of challenge right there. Now, let's say I sit with my feet towards the anchor. I'm going to step both legs through the band so the band loops around my knee. I'm going to lay down on my back. My goal is to bring my knee to my chest, to my chest, to my chest. Work your lower abs by doing this. We're going to do hamstring curl. So I'm going to lay face down with my feet towards the anchor. Get my heel over the band. Both heel over the band. And I'm going to start army crawl away from the target until I feel enough tension on that band. Once I'm here, I let my legs go straight, make sure the band is still looped over my feet. And I do hamstring curls. Curl, 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 curl. I can even use this to work the front of my leg by doing leg lift. Let's see if I roll over. Now I'm laying on my back with my feet toward my anchor. And again, loop my feet through the band and start scooting backward until there's enough tension. Now I'm going to do leg lift by bringing both legs up to the ceiling, back down, up to the ceiling, back down, up to the ceiling, back down. The possibilities is endless. Get creative, have some fun. Thank you for checking out this week's Fitness Friday. Stay safe out there, stay strong. We'll be back tomorrow for Survival Saturday.